Hello everyone and welcome back to Subnautica. So I have been quite busy amongst all of the wonderful things that I've done here in the base. I've collected up the necessary materials to get the basic shell of a base together here, but because I need a bigger base. I need a bigger base. And over here, this is pretty much everything that I need to start outfitting the base with the things that have to go into it. So locker on the left is just making the shell, and the locker on the right is like actually putting stuff into it. But before I can actually go out and build anything or do anything today, I need to make myself a brand new power cell. Okay, so I went and I grabbed a couple of half-dead batteries and I'm gonna make a power cell just like normal. I've shown you that before, but the whole reason why I'm doing this is because I don't think I've ever shown... I've never changed the power cell on the Seamoth before. So you come around back and you swap the batteries like this. Not too unlike the way that you swap batteries on your tools and equipment, except
welcome aboard, Captain.
You have to go around the backside of the actual submersible. I think I'm gonna actually put this this builder tool in this basic supply locker because I'm not going to need it until I actually get to working on building the new base today. But before we do that, let's listen to the radio. It's probably going to send me out somewhere.
This is an automated distress signal from Life Pod 12. Coordinates attack. Warning, Life Pod has sunk beyond safe diving distance. Do not attempt retrieval without submersible support.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
And like I said, just past the other mushroom forest, again, not the same one that we went to last time, we arrive at the bulb zone, or what I like to call the Koosh Zone. That's what it was called during early access. Kind of hard to lose that word because I don't know if any of you know what a Koosh ball is, but that's like an American toy at the very least. And these bulb trees really do look like Koosh balls, as they would call them. Anyways, this is one of the more dangerous locations that you can... This is one of the more dangerous locations that they send you out to specifically. Explore on your own, you'll find plenty of danger, fast and easy. But bonefish and those electric fish are hanging out around Life Pod 12. So I'm just gonna hope that they don't try to nip on me and damage me, or do anything to my Seamoth for that matter. I do not like them. They're quite ornery, if you will.
Integrating new PDA data.
Alright, so instead of listening to this right here, it's kind of like it's right next to a thermal vent there. It will be very noisy and... No, stay away from me. Stay away from me. My word.
Detecting volcanic activity and several unusual electromagnetic signatures in the region. Exercise caution when diving deeper.
Oh, you don't say. Electromagnetic signatures in the region. The AI is a little bit slow on the uptake here. Jeez, they really don't want to leave. They don't want to leave me alone. All right, I think I'll be safe here. Let's go ahead and listen to this entry.
I'm not really a doctor. I know that's what my ID says, but I never have been. Cheated the medical exams. What does a doctor these days need to know about manually resetting bones? When was the last time a top surgeon actually cut someone open? That's what the robots are for. Doctors these days read diagnoses off of computer readouts. For that, I'm perfectly qualified. But what good is it when I'm not connected to the main network? I'm bleeding. I've got glowing green pustules growing on my hands. I run a self-scan and it tells me I've got skin irritation. The only thing I studied in medical school was how to lie convincingly. What the hell do I know about how to treat an alien disease? I think I'm actually going to die down here.
New blueprint acquired.
Fantastic. Lightweight, high-capacity tank. I think that's... or not... Was that the lightweight? I think that was the last, tank that's in the game. Like, the largest air tank possible. So, oh my god. Jeez. Bonefish are really not leaving me alone. That's one of the problems with the... Oh my word. Oh, he's gotten very close. Can we scan you? I don't think you can reach me where you are. Ooh, hey, calm down there, buddy. No need to worry. Don't get so wound up. Don't get bent out of shape. How much damage did he do to my Seamoth? It took 30% off of it. That's pretty substantial. Okay, so, This is the, I think that there's actually another wreck here in the bulb zone, which I don't think is as important as this one. I'm fairly certain that this is the wreck with the most valuable, like, data boxes and whatnot. Most of what I'm doing in these wrecks at this point is less technology fragments and more data boxes at this point, because the majority of data boxes, the majority of the fragments I've already unlocked them all. Let's cut through this. Don't you just love cutting through the doors on this? They always take so long. We're through. What do we have in here? Ooh, it's a nutrition brick. That's not too bad. And over here we've got, yeah, that's just a stasis rifle. Light stick. Yeah, there's nothing here that's really valuable. Ooh!
New blueprint acquired.
Cyclops sonar. That's good. And here...
Integrating new PDA data.
Alright, so the charter. That's probably some more world building. But the Cyclops sonar upgrade is very valuable because it's not necessarily impossible. Let's see if this thing needs repairing again. It's not necessarily impossible. It's not impossible to beat the game without it, but it's difficult. Alright, let's read the charter.
The Charter. Definitions. Transgov, an independent authority in de facto control of at least one solar system and phase gate. Citizen, a person who consents, consciously or implicitly, to the authority of a recognized Transgov. The Charter. The full legal contract agreed upon by 37 separate Transgovs and surmised herein. The Trans System Federation, TSF. Military police charged with enforcing the terms of the Charter, independent of but funded by the Transgovs. Trans System Phasegate. Any permanent installation which enables warping of spacefaring vessels between solar systems. Transgov Principles. 1. Each Transgov is to have an equal right to the most extensive basic liberty compatible with a similar liberty for others. A. Each has a right to own phasegates and planetary infrastructure. B. Each has an obligation to share phasegate access with other Transgovs on fair terms at no cost to themselves. C. Each has an obligation to financially maintain and comply with the TSF. 2. Each Transgov has the right to self-government, subject to the restrictions laid out below. A. No Transgov may develop weapons and technologies outlawed in Appendix 91. B. No Transgov shall engage in population abuse.
Okay, I think that is every last scrap of anything that's available in here. Like I said,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
not too much of anything for fragments. It's pretty much all data boxes at this point. Lucky that I found the dive suit, though. That will come in handy. I wish I had it right now. I'm really close to some volcanic activity. Well, some geothermal activity. Basically, the dive suit, the reinforced dive suit is super necessary for being able to go deeper in the world and not take damage. So, oh, okay. Well, we're not going to bother with that guy. I could just head back to base right now, but because I have wider knowledge of the game, I also know that you can find uranium crystals or uranium oxide down here, which is necessary to establish a nuclear reactor inside of your base. And since I'm going to be building a new base today, it might behoove me to at least try to get a little bit of a head start on it. I don't think I've unlocked the actual reactor yet. I think I've only gotten like one fragment whenever I was searching the jelly shroom cave ages ago, so I'm gonna have to sort that out eventually. Also, uranium oxide does not spawn out of this shale. I'm just kind of picking it up while I'm here. I could hop down in this tube, but that's a thermal vent ultimately, which is the reason why it looks the way it does. I wouldn't want to go in there without the. Oh, hello. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and scan up this crystal, and then we're gonna get back to base.
Uraninite. Uraninite is a naturally occurring uranium oxide. Highly radioactive and unstable, its primary use is in the production of uranium reactor rods for nuclear generators. Assessment: applications in nuclear power.
Well, Life Pod 6. I have definitely not found this before. I think this was the first pod that I came across, which they were like, hey, we don't have the coordinates for this, but here's a picture, try to figure it out.
Integrating new PDA data.
Ma'am, I need you to stay calm. We're not in immediate danger.
Where are the rescue teams?
The Aurora didn't make it.
So, where are the rescue teams?
They're dead, ma'am. We have rendezvous coordinates, but the route's irradiated.
So, what are you going to do?
I'm head of human resources, ma'am. This is not my expertise. But the PDA says if we can find some lead, we can make radiation suits.
Oh, there! I am not setting foot outside this life pod without the proper protection.
Don't worry. I'll go.
Integrating new PDA data.
What are you doing?
You were gone so long. I thought you'd drowned.
Put the flare down!
I was going to try and attract someone's attention.
That's not a distress flare! Stop waving it around like that, you'll catch the fuel line!
Okay, so these are all, this is all the material. Oh, I can't carry the last gel sack. Okay, well, this is everything that I'm going to need to set up the most basic version of a base. So let's go ahead and listen to this radio, and I'll hop out.
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former, but that only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're in. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
Okay, so here we are at the Sparse Reef again. Obviously, I followed the signal for Officer Keen's last broadcast location. So the last time that I was here, I was more interested in finding, the broadcast location in Keen's life pod, so I didn't bother with this debris field. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick through it now. But my main goal here is not actually to... My main goal is to just find the stuff that I've already scanned because of how full my inventory is. So... this place is going to be an incredible source of titanium as I'm building the base. Okay, I don't think that I have the prawn suit torpedo arm fragment. Well, yeah. And there you go.
New blueprint acquired.
Can I call him or can I call him? Vehicle upgrade console, I already have that. If I open that data box, it'll just give me 2 pieces of titanium. My inventory's full, so I won't do that. And... what else are we... Oh, hey! Thermal plant. I don't think I've unlocked this yet. I don't think I've scanned a single one of them. Sure enough, not a single one. Thermal plant is a great way to get your power in the game. Unfortunately, there are no thermal vents here in the Sparse Reef where I'm going to be building, so it won't be of any use. Okay, I can't open any of the crates. I'll have to do that later. It's a cell charger. Now we've got a door to cut through, so let's go ahead and hop through this thing. There we go. Okay, so, do we have anything? Cell charger, reinforced dive suit, already got that earlier. Mod station, so lots of good fragments that'll give me titanium later, but nothing at the current moment. Also, the data boxes down here that I've already got from elsewhere, the way that the game works is, if you have what's supposed to be inside of the data box, if you already got what's supposed to be inside of the data box, because the data boxes are fixed, they're not randomized in any capacity. So, ooh, is that another thermal plant fragment? I think it just might be. What do we have? Sure enough, it's a thermal plant. I think that this is the last one that I need of it. Yep, sure enough.
New blueprint acquired.
Okay, so the data boxes have fixed locations, and basically, if you've already gotten the blueprints out of a data box whenever you arrive in a new location, that data box will not spawn. So what happened here was I came through the area, didn't search this wreck at all, so it spawned the data boxes, and then I just ended up getting the tech elsewhere, so I'm able to come back and open the data boxes here. Okay, so it looks like pretty much just the same fragments I saw in the other piece. Cyclops fire suppression system. I don't think I have this one.
New blueprint acquired.
Well, that's pretty convenient. Okay, so I think that's all of the technology that I'm going to find in this debris field. Again, it's going to be a great supply of titanium.
Diversity in this region is unusually low. Cause unknown.
Okay, well, I mean, you could have told me that way sooner, AI. It's not like this is the first time I've been to this area, but you do you. Okay, so with that done, let's go ahead and start using some of this material in my inventory and start building a new base, okay? First things first, I've got to figure out where to put a foundation. Actually, it's not going to be just one foundation. It's going to be a pair of them. And then after the two foundations, it's going to be a pair of multi-purpose rooms. I'm going to connect those two with a T-section, put a hatch on top of that, and I'm going to need a grow bed. So...
Farming alien plants is a proven survival strategy. Craig McGill survived 47 months on a healthy, raw salad of live tree roaches and stag root.
Oh, wonderful.
A reliable power source is a critical step towards self-sufficiency. Consider keeping a photojournal of your achievements to motivate you in times of despair.
You are incredibly helpful, AI. So, I'm going to go ahead and plant up these gel sacks I brought along, and then cut them up into seeds and replant those seeds so I can have more gel sacks to fuel the bioreactor.
30 seconds.
No, leave me be. Alright, just get probably 6 lockers up in here, and I'll be able to stash my stuff. And then I'm going to have to grab more titanium out of that debris field and grab stuff back from the Shallows base. I also have to get power into that bioreactor so I can breathe in here. Next up, it's a fabricator, and I'm going to need a radio. I'll also need to build a moon pool. I have to expand the base a little bit so I have some extra space for devices. I need a vehicle upgrade console in the moon pool. There's the mod station, the battery charger, and I think the cell charger as well. After I get all of those built, I'm going to need to make some aerogel, because that is a necessary component in building a water filtration machine, which is going to make things a whole lot easier. And of course I need plant pots so that I can eat. Okay. Guys, I think I'm done. Like, there's still more stuff that I have to get from the Shallows base and bring over here, including food. And I don't want to rely on a bioreactor for too long. I prefer to do the nuclear reactor because it generates so much power off of so little fuel. So you build it, you set it, you forget it, you don't worry about it anymore. I could have kept things more dense in here, but I kind of like the way that it looks. I might put a window in there at some point. But you know what? I think we're looking good. This is fantastic. Okay, I'm exhausted for resources. I'm gonna have to go out and look some more. So until next time, I'll catch you all later. Bye!